Hi, beautiful Leo. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Leo, this is a little bit of a different read here today. I'm trying something new. If you're a newcomer, then a warm welcome, then you don't know what I'm talking about. But I am wanting to focus more on like your character and the person that you're dealing with, and perhaps a little bit of guidance around it. So, and also if you recognize yourself in the other person that I'm describing, then feel free to swap the characters around. Maybe also a little bit of guidance to how you navigate, or what's the purpose of all this. So let's see what's going on for you, Leo. And think of it as 6 weeks into the future, so October, November-ish. What do we have for Leo, please? Who is Leo right now? Leo, third eye chakra. I'm gonna explain the energy that I feel around you in a second. Leo, Leo, Leo. Rest and reconsider. Very purplish energy, a purplish color there, which is very spiritual. And another, take the lead, another purple border. And I'm just gonna shuffle and get the cards up for the person that you're dealing with. Like the person has a rather strong influence in your life, or the energy wouldn't come out here. So who is Leo dealing with? Observe. Oh, okay, put it back. Sorry, I dropped it. Who is Leo dealing with? Listen, intuition. And Sun card. Interesting blend there. Okay, so we're gonna do you first, Leo. And like I said, if you recognize yourself and the opposition of the character, please swap. Third eye chakra, rest and reconsider, take the lead. I'm very drawn to the fact that these are very like indigo, purple, violet colors. What I'm getting here first about you, Leo, what you're doing right now is that I just feel like there's a big opening. It is a lot about intuition as well. Like we had the intuition card here, listen, but I feel like this is more like connecting with other realms, connecting with other dimensions. Maybe you're even having like you're doing something right now, Leo, where you're focusing in on making contact with the other side in however form that comes. It doesn't have to be, it can be automatic writing, it can be through healing, through cards like this. It can be just you're sitting in meditation and you're reaching out to the other side. It can be that you really want to try to channel someone. In however capacity this comes up, I just feel like this makes you be in a very transformational time. Like you probably are undergoing a lot of big changes yourself in doing this, because you need to acclimate, or you need to adjust your energy and your frequency a little bit so that it matches whatever it is that you try to reach. And usually that comes with a lot of transformation. And then we have rest, reconsider, and take the lead. I just feel like you don't have a clear direction, Leo. And it's not typical Leo, because usually, I know I'm completely generalizing now, but usually Leo has a very direct, like it's a quite clear and obvious energy when Leo shows up. And you might even be still like clear and obvious as you show up, but it might be that you don't really have like a clear direction, that you have been wanting to take a minute or take a moment. And so in all this transformation going on within you, combined with this rest and reconsider, is actually quite good. So don't feel like we have to take the lead here. I feel like this is more you feel. Okay, interesting energy. So it's like you're undergoing a lot of transformation. There's a lot of changes happening around you. You want to take a little bit of time out to actually find that redirection, or that direction on where to go. and feeling a little bit of an urge, or not an urge because that would be more inspirational, but maybe like more of out of guilt, or feeling a little bit shameful that you're not doing more than maybe you're supposed to do, that like that you have the, okay, I need to get moving now, or I need to get going. I'm only supposed to now describe who you are as a character, but I just want to say the reason, okay, so you're undergoing a lot of transformation due to this. Big transformation, big opening of the third eye and the crown. So you need more anchoring for sure, earthing. So that combined with not really having a direction or knowing what to do with this, or knowing where life is taking you right now, can probably end up feeling a little bit scattered. Not very centered, but a little bit scattered in the energy, not being as clear as you usually are, not having a clear direction as you usually do, but be like, I don't actually know. Which can be quite daunting for you because, again, generalizing completely now, Leo is not usually the type that is like scattered and confused, and, you know, that's more your shadow side. It is, but it's like, I don't know. It's not typical for you. For Leo to say, I don't know. So I think it's a little bit of a mixed emotion bag going on for you. And then the person that you're dealing with, it's interesting because they, and I mean, obviously we mirror those people that we are that are most helpful in our own transition, right? So you're going to see this more clearly, like this is going to be the projection, this is going to be the mirror person. So at first glance, I see that you're dealing with someone that also doesn't really know which direction to go in. They can be a little bit flaky. They can be a little bit like they maybe sound all good and they have all these intentions and they have like this plan, or they have this is what they're supposed to do. It may also be like it's a lot of talk. I don't feel like it's a flaky energy, but it's a kind energy. It's not toxic. It's not bad, but they can be a lot. Like they can be all over the place. They can show up in like exactly how it is here. They can show up in so many different forms that they're a little bit confusing. And because you're a little bit confused, maybe not so much confused as you are directionless, and you're not really, you think it should move faster and it's a lot of things happening and you think it should be more like this is the way, but it's just not right now, then this energy doesn't really help. It gets a little bit, yeah, maybe you can even see that. Yeah, okay. So the confusion or the being a lot, like this person is 5 different personalities, you know, depending on when you catch them in the day, like that can be a little bit confusing in your life, but they are coming in more and more into their own. I feel like they are stabilizing. They are like the intuition card together, like the yellow really stands out with that explosion of the solar plexus. They are really trying to listen, like to pay, like they can be all over the place. And then it's like you have a little talk with them and it's like, yeah, right. That's right. I'm supposed to listen. I'm supposed to feel into what we're supposed to do here. And I'm supposed to whatever. And they're really quite extraordinary is what I'm feeling, but they don't act like it. And they easily get discouraged and easily get bogged up in all the stuff to do and what to think about, and you know, very much up in their mind, very much up in their brain and thinking things through. And if we don't have anything to think through, I'm going to make something up to think through. A little bit of a scattered energy to have around you, but probably quite showing on what's going on for you, and that's why they stand out today here a little bit. Okay, what else for Leo? Maybe even how to handle this, what's going on in the situation. Movement, choices, and decisions. Right. So, yeah. Sorry. Sacrificing. Wow. Okay. I thought I was for sure going in one direction. And you know what? That can actually be a message. That Leo, you might think that for sure you're going in one direction, or you have like you're not going, it's not clear what direction you're going in, but you can still have like an idea that for sure if I'm gonna ever get clear, that's the way that I'm headed. And it might come as a surprise that it's not. And maybe that's why it's a little bit confused right now, because you actually are changing the trajectory, is what it's called. You're changing the direction, you're going in a different direction than you thought originally. And that's maybe why you think there should be a move on right now. You feel like the feeling of there should be a movement, but you just sort of have to calm down a little bit and just wait it out. We have movement, choices, and decisions. Like there's a lot of things that is up in the air right now. And it's so interesting because look at this. So I'm drawing here, look at this. See, it looks like the rainbow colors, right? And then here's the rainbow. And I've never seen this. I'm drawn to this here today, that there's actually a butterfly, like a big butterfly, sitting in her hair. At least today it looks like a butterfly. That there's this grandiose transformation that's taking place, but up until this point, you really have sacrificed that transformation due to being so caught up in the day-to-day life and in what other people are up to, or you need to, if this is like a really messy person, or they're like they're a good person, but they're causing more mess than they have organized stuff. So they're probably more work as you show up than, or if it's not more work, they're going to ask you about that work. Like, how can we figure this out? How can we do this? Like you then get to step in to solve these things with the sacrifice of your own transformation. So it's like you're using all of these things all of these mundane things, like, and I don't mean in a bad, like if you're looking for a new home, if you're looking for a job, if you have a job and there's like so much to do at that job, or like whatever this is, something around relationships that really takes up your time. I don't want to sort of trivialize saying that is not meaningful. It is, but look out for it being a disguise or something that you really are busy with all the time, or busy to choose direction, so that you actually sacrifice the transformation going on. I don't think that we fully can sacrifice a transformation like this, but I think you can delay it, and I think you can oppose it, and I think you can struggle as you move forward and be a little bit reluctant to the change itself, or to the transformation itself, which is just hard on your body. It's hard on your life overall. So that was interesting. And I feel you have sacrificed a lot. It's like, so that's one aspect. And I feel like you have sacrificed a lot. It's like, what do you now want, Leo? And maybe that's the hardship. Like you don't even know, because like you're so used to taking care of other people's stuff that when it comes down to it, it's like you're reevaluating every single thing in your life right now. So look out for when you are reevaluating things, as like to determine what truly is it that I want in all these areas, in spirituality, in your health, in your love life, in your creative life, however that looks, like hobby, work, side hustle, whatever, money, and so forth. So like look out for when you truly are like setting the intention for something, or when you use this as a disguise to not undergo this huge transformation that's going on. So is this even a person? Is this even a person that you're using a little bit like oh, I wanted to do this now, but oh, here they are again. They're calling me. I need to talk to them. I need to straighten the situation out, or they need my help for this or that. If you can like start to just, you know what? You figure that out. I am actually doing other stuff right now to just not sacrifice yourself or not sacrifice your time or not, stay in your own integrity and just have the right to choose yourself and your path. Interesting. What else can we tell Leo here, please, about the situation? Building blocks. Yeah, you're building something quite phenomenal right now. And, okay, one thing at a time. Wow. So it's almost like it's almost saying the exact same thing, but it's just showing up in a different way. That might also be a clue that, that thing that I'm doing there actually is because I have to do that. Is it? Or is this still a cover-up? Is this still a cover-up? Are you using that? Is it like, again, not sabotage? I don't know if I sort of buy into the sabotage thing at all, but it's like, I'm trying to say this is being put in a different, shows up in a different clothing, but it's still the same thing. You build and build and build, like you have a lot, like you're doing a lot. There's been a huge transformation. They're still undergoing a transformation. Do you see those? It's called building blocks. We're building. And then this next card is this huge block with the next huge block, right? And we're just sitting still and we're thinking. We're thinking and we're thinking. Rather than going for this transformation. I think there's fear here, Leo. I think it's fear for the next step as it's unfolding because you don't really know where you're going to end up, and where you're going is quite new. And so you have all this, like, you wonder where you're going, you wonder what the direction is, you wonder if it's going to show its face soon enough. And then we're sitting down and we're thinking about this. Like, we're thinking about it. We are thinking about it, and we're using other people to maybe slow our progress. And I just want to say, this person, I just feel like around this person, they are really like, they don't want to sabotage anything for you. They want this for you. They will never be, if you're telling them this is what I want to do, they'd be, okay. So maybe they'll have a reaction to it, like, what? Are you going to leave me alone with this? Are you serious? Have like a little, like we all can be. Like if I am on a track to something and someone says, we're actually not going to do what we decided to do, I need 5 minutes to reorganize my brain and be like, okay. And then it's like, okay, then what do we do instead? That they might need 5 minutes to rearrange what you had in mind. And that has to be okay. But it also has to be okay for you to have like a clear plan and where you want to go, and that you put yourself in the front seat a little bit more and be a little bit more assertive about that. And even though you have a person that you're dealing with that's really close to you, you're dealing with on a almost day-to-day basis, that it's okay to not answer every phone call. It's okay to say actually no. And it's even okay to say, you know what? I know that we decided to go down this path, but I'm actually changed my mind. And even though they have a 5-minute reaction to, what are you talking about, Leo? That even though they will have that initial reaction, it's still okay for you to have the wish or direction or a thing that you want to change. They're going to be fine. They're just fine. They are they are almost a little bit funny in how they are and how they behave. I'm comparing it to, and I don't know her on a personal level, and most of you guys don't know who she is. She's a famous Swedish person, Pernilla Wahlgren. I would say that she seems so disorganized, and seems like she's so all over the place. She's never on time. She creates a big mess wherever she's at, And then she's this performer. And when she gets on stage, the script is almost not done, but she pulls it off. Like she's doing her thing and she does it really well. It's almost like it's unbelievable how they pull that thing off when they are that disorganized, or that, like, a minute ago they were so up in their head and thinking about it, like all this stuff, and then all of a sudden here comes the sun. Like they're so that's why I'm saying they're almost like a little bit funny to be around. Like oh man, they're a handful, but I love them. Like you wouldn't want to be without them because they're such an addition. But they're also pointing things out for you. They're a good person to practice on. They're practicing on listening in more. They really are practicing that, like to really try to be more listening and patient and like, wait, what's really going on in this? Not just be all up here, but like what is really going on here now? Okay, there's one more card to wrap it up. One more card to wrap it up, please, for Leo. Look at that. Yeah. To find this transformation, to find the clarity that you seek, to find the direction, to actually find it all. And to even, like, instead of sacrificing yourself and being in everybody else's business and try to help them and clear things up and choose them because they want to and whatever, to make that inner connection with your inner spirit, with your higher power, with your inner being, whatever you want to call it, with source. This is you connecting with your inner being so that you feel more stable, that you feel more grounded, you feel more aligned, more balanced. 4 is all about a foundation, laying a new foundation for yourself. And from there, take the next step. I hope this is helpful, and I hope you sort of found some tools to work out moving forward. Please give it a thumbs up if you like this way of reading, as it helps me to know what you want. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It helps me a lot. I'm on my way to 30,000. So thank you for doing that for me. Take care.